Hi guys, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how we can work in Microsoft Azure Machine Learning Studio. Let's start from experiments. We are going to start a new experiment. So first click blank experiment. Here we can use our own data set. For the demonstration purpose, I'm going to use the sample which is available already in the studio. I'm going to use adult census income data set. I will give you the name for this particular experiment. It is income predict. We are going to predict the income of adults. So first we will see what is in the data set. Here in the data set we are having the adult age, what working class, whether they are state, government or self-employment or private, then education, then marital status, occupation, relationship, race, sex, then work per hour per week, then native country, then finally the income. This is the important column. So we have 32,561 rows. We have that much amount of numbers to train. So we will next use out of those you can see to visualize the what is in the data set. We have to go again. We have 15 column. Out of 15 column, this is age, work class, everything is called as a different columns. So out of this 15 column, we are going to use some particular columns which are really important for the prediction purpose. So we are going to use column selector. Column selector. So this is select columns in the data set. So from the data set, out of those 15 columns, we are going to use some specific columns which are really important to predict the income of an adult. So click on this select column data set, then here launch column selector. Here we are going to use age, education, marital status, relationship, race, sex, and important income. So these columns only we are going to use for training the model. Select yes. Now we have collected some important columns to train the model. So next we are going to use data split, that will be available under data transformation, then sample and split. We will take this and here double click. Here we are going to use 80% of the rows, that is 80% of the data we are going to use for the training purpose. So 0.8 specifies 80%. Then we are going to choose a suitable machine learning algorithm. Here if we see the original data, the income is not detailedly specified, where income is only a binary, a true or false type of income, whether the income is less than $50,000 or greater than $50,000, less than or equal to $50,000 or greater than $50,000. So it is a binary type of output. So we are going to use a binary, which the algorithm, machine learning algorithm, which is suitable for binary classification, that is 2-class boosted decision. This is the machine learning algorithm which is mainly suitable for binary type of output. Next, we need to train the model. For that, we have to take train model. We can just minimize it. Then only we can see it clearly. Okay, so one input for the train model will be from the machine learning algorithm. Another output will be the 80% of the data we splitted from the split data. So before that, we will connect the selected columns to the split data, then split data to train model. Next, after training, we will check the output with the help of score model. Score model is used to check how we trained our model. So we will use the output of the training to the score. Then another input will be the remaining 20% of the data because 80% of the data has been used for training purpose. Remaining 20% is available as a test data. That is how well we trained the model. So we have to check it. So this 20% is not used for the training. So they are fresh data. So why it is showing red color mark means we have to do something some values required. So we will click on this interface and you will see launch column selector. So what data you want to train? So here we need income of the adult. So income is the output you are looking for. So income data we need to train for out of different 15 columns. So based on those 15 columns, we need to train the income for a particular adult. So after score model, we have to evaluate how this training has been perfectly worked. So evaluate model we will use. The output of the score model will be given to evaluate. So now the project has been the experiment setup is over. Now we will save it. Click on save. After saving, we will run this experiment. So this running has been finished. Here we will see the score model. If we click on this score model, and we can visualize how well we trained the data set. See, we have used some 6,512 data rows not used. Those rows are used to check how well the prediction has been performed. So this is the original income and this is predicted by our algorithm. So it is exactly correctly predicted. Only here it is wrongly predicted. This is the original data and it is the predicted data. Most of the time it is perfectly predicted. Some of the places it is not correctly predicted. So we will check how well it is working with the help of this evaluate model. So here you can see it is saturated up to 1. That is, our model is true and positive rate. If this line was in the diagonal means it is randomly predicted, 50-50 possibilities, true and false. This can happen randomly. It can randomly predict the output, but it is in the upper side, so it is 90%. You can say it is well predict the output, not 100%, but it predicts the output well. Next, we have another provision in Azure Machine Learning Studio. We can publish our experiment in the web. Further, the output of this model can be used for some other software or some other website for predicting adult income based on different income input parameters. For that, we have to click Setup Web Service. This is the recommended. So here we will run this. After this, we will take the web service input to the score model. And here also I have to take one change. In the column select, I have to remove income, because now I don't want this data, because my model is already been trained using the previous experiment. So I don't want this anymore. I removed the income. Next, again save, run. Now I can go for deploy web service. Here I have the dashboard. I'm going to test whether my algorithm is working properly or not. Here I'm going to use age 44, education, doctorate, marital status, married, SIV, and spouse, relationship, own child, race, white, then finally sex, male. Click yes. Here it is for this combination of input, the person will earn more than $50,000, and it predicts 85% correctly. This is the percentage, or you can say probability, the output is correct. Okay, so this is all about Azure Machine Learning Studio. It is a wider field, but it is good to start from some simple experiments to understand what is machine learning and how we can work in Machine Learning Studio. Thank you very much.